Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to Coaching Think Talk. I am Coach Maan from Life Coach Philippines, and this is coaching for a healthy mind space. Now, this coaching conversation is for individuals who desire transformation in their lives through the renewing of their minds. It is my mission to help people navigate through life's challenges and adventures by helping them get unstuck with their thoughts, emotions, and live a life full, abundant, and submitted and obedient to the purposes and will of the Lord. So please allow me to introduce myself. Once again, I am Coach Maan, Lamorena, a certified life coach, and I am also a licensed football and futsal coach. But given the pandemic, that's sidelined for the moment. I am also a very happy wife and a mother to a beautiful 3-year-old daughter and a human to 7 dogs. Thank you for joining me live this afternoon. Please let me know where you are watching from. You can just type your highs, hellos, and your location at the comments. I would really love to know where you are at the moment. And if you are watching this on a replay, please type hashtag replay. So whether it's a live or replay that you're watching it would really be fun to know that you've joined us and that you're joining in the conversation. And also, feel free to tag your family and friends who you think will benefit a lot from our conversation today. So this afternoon, I am streaming from the Facebook page of Life Coach Philippines, and I am also in YouTube through the Coach A I Connect channel. So as we go through our conversation this afternoon, I would like to encourage you to please feel free to share any thoughts, realizations, nuggets of wisdom that you will get from our conversation this afternoon. And you can include these hashtags, hashtag pack my bag moment, hashtag coaching think talk, and hashtag a healthy mind space. So let me just read who's with me this afternoon. Yan. Hi, Kim. Mag-PM siya sa akin. PM siya sa akin na she's watching. Hello, Kim. Thank you for joining me. Also, Gladys. Thank you. Thank you. Hope that you can also invite pa your other friends to join us. So, I'd like to go back to why do we need to have a healthy mind space? For the past 2 weeks that we've started this, we're discussing, diba, the need for a healthy mind space. Now, you see, it's very important because it's important for us to win the battle within our minds. This is the mental battle. The importance for us is that when we win the battle in our minds, of course, our thoughts get aligned to our emotions because they're connected. And our emotions dictate our behavior. That becomes our habits, and these habits in turn develop into our character. So today, I'd like to share another important mindset that can usher in change in our lives. This is the 6 ways we can have thankfulness in our mind space and cultivate an attitude of gratitude so we can experience transformation, joy, and abundance in every aspect of our lives. It's more than just saying thank you. So Maya Angelou said to be present in all things and be grateful for all things. Oftentimes we equate gratitude in just saying thank you after a gift, a kindness, or favor. But really, gratitude is more than that. Merriam-Webster defined gratitude by saying that this is the state of being grateful. It's actually, gratitude is a deep feeling of thankfulness for all that you have, whether it's a big thing, a small thing, it's tangible or intangible. And gratitude happens when, first is, your focus shifts from yourself to appreciating something or someone else. So your focus shifts from yourself to something or someone else. That's gratitude. And also, it happens when our mindset on things and situations in our lives are something to be appreciated and celebrated. So from thinking that, okay, this is just a situation I'm in, but shifting that mindset to appreciating and thanking that situation, that opportunity, that's when gratitude comes in. An attitude of gratitude is seen when a person makes it a conscious habit to express thankfulness in every area of life. It's an attitude of thankful appreciation for what you already have, not what you don't have. Gratefulness happens when we when we are grateful for what is rather than what could be or what could have been. So when you begin to appreciate your current situation, you actually feel happier and more optimistic. Gratitude increases also our compassion and self-care because we know we look at something other than ourselves. So our compassion is triggered, and it brings up that compassionate feeling in us. And it also makes us grateful for people and things that truly matter in life. And madami yon, di ba? Madami yon. So developing this attitude requires a shift in mind space to make it a daily habit. It's not easy. You have to be intentional in shifting that focus in your mind to cultivate gratitude in your life. And gratitude is important because what you appreciate grows and increases in value. What you put your focus on, what you put, what you express thankfulness for, it increases its impact in your life. So when you practice gratitude in your relationships, in your career, in your health, your mindset, these things, these aspects, or whatever it is specifically in these aspects that you are grateful for, it becomes more important to you. And when you becomes more important to you, you care for it. You are more intentional in making sure that you appreciate or you show appreciation for these things. Gratitude also improves our self-confidence and our self-esteem, and it allows us to enjoy our present moment. Also, a lot of research has linked many health benefits, both physically and mentally, to practicing gratitude. Being thankful can decrease blood pressure. It can also boost the immune system. It can reduce body aches and pains, and it can increase energy and help develop deeper and more meaningful bond with others. But here's the thing. Okay? An attitude of gratitude means creating a conscious mindset and habit to express thankfulness for every aspect of life. So it's a conscious decision to really create that attitude. It's not something that just happens to you randomly. It's something that will really need an effort on your end, on your part. And um, when we express gratitude for every aspect of our life, both the things that are going well and that are not going well, then it causes a lot of it brings out good things or positive outcomes in our life, and I'll discuss that later. When because when you have an attitude of gratitude, we focus on the positive, and we do not dwell on the negative. So when this happens, it can reduce the stress that we feel. It can remove yung overwhelming emotions and even frustrations, and it can create feelings of abundance and happiness. Of course, the question now remains, how can we practice gratitude? Um, I did mention earlier that it's more than just saying thank you, but it's really the attitude of the heart that we talk of when we say the attitude of gratitude. So I will share with you the 6 ways we can practice that. And the first one is to be thankful every single day. It's very simple. Be thankful every single day. It is the psalmist who says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, and his love endures forever." You see, we can be thankful every single day because there is a reason to give thanks every single moment of every single day. This verse on the screen, the one I mentioned, is just actually one example of it. But if you really take the time to be thankful every single day, we can find at least three things that we are grateful for, or that we appreciate. It can be the first thing you do in the morning when you wake up. We can just think of how grateful we are for another day. We can be thankful and grateful for the rest that we had. We can just be thankful for another opportunity to work. The list can go on and on. But start with three things for a week. Write it down. Write it down every single day. So at least having a minimum of three things to be grateful for will be manageable. So you don't feel overwhelmed thinking, what else can I add to this list? What else am I not appreciating? So soon, when you do this, when you start doing this regularly, you will realize that the more you express gratitude, the more reasons for you to be grateful. And more than that, you will see that your daily gratitude list actually grows longer. You find yourself adding more to the three things that you were just putting. Three becomes the minimum. Whereas initially it's the maximum that you can think of top of mind. Now it's just really the least of the things that you can be grateful for in a single day. Another thing that we can practice is to start a gratitude habit and commit to it. Develop this habit by expressing gratitude daily, as I mentioned earlier. But this one, you express gratitude however small it is. Whether it be the cool weather, or whether it be the extra hour of sleep, or favor in hailing a cab, going to work, whatever it is, no matter how small it is, be grateful for that. Gratitude helps you view everything with a new lens of appreciation and thankfulness. So that's what we're really starting to cultivate in this habit, having that lens, that new lens of appreciation. And you can start by practicing to say thank you more often out loud. Because sometimes we say thank you, but it's just in our mind. But this one, I challenge you to say it out loud. You can say thank you to your family, to your friends, your colleagues, even your kasambahay, the woman in the office canteen, the security guard in your building. There are a lot of people that you can express thank you to. And you can also say it, if you're really not the verbal type, then again, I encourage you can just write it down. Find a notebook, you write it down. You thank for your good health, provision, even the internet connection. You name it, whatever it is. When you express gratitude for even the little things that you have, their value grows. Also, the conscious effort to appreciate people and things that than you would normally do can help make you feel better and more optimistic. But of course, the downside of like when you just list it down, it can just become a mechanical, boring routine for you. So to combat that, um, we can, to combat that and help you not lose the significance of this gratitude habit, you can try to look for small, different things to appreciate each day. Because it's so easy to write, okay, thank you for another day of rest, and then the following day you do that because it happens to you every single day. But you can try to vary it just so you get to have a different perspective every single day. Or you can also make a random phone call to your parents. You can write a thank you note to your boss, for that wonderful advice he gave you. You can send a happy emoji to your Barcadas group chat and just say thank you for the friendship. Or it can be as simple as not complaining for the traffic, for the quarantine, for the long wait, whatever it is. Truly take time to acknowledge these things and express thanks for it. Commit to it for at least the next 21 days, because it's the minimum number of days for you to build a habit. Commit to it and see how your lives will be changed after that 21 days, and you'll have a deeper appreciation for what you have and the life that you are experiencing. Of course, another way that we can practice gratitude is to appreciate the present moment. Sometimes we don't need to look at things that happened in the past, or things that we are waiting to happen in the future to be grateful. Oftentimes, gratitude is simply thanking the Lord for the present moment, the now that we are in. And developing this practice actually enhances our experience of the present. We become fully into the moment. We become appreciative of the moment and become grateful for every other little moment of joy and positivity that we will experience after that. It's not about giving thanks to the big things all the time. It is often the smallest things that create the biggest impact or change in our lives. And if we don't take the moment to acknowledge and be grateful the present, the now, um, sometimes it just fades away. The moment just fades away. The feeling of appreciation just goes away. Um, how many times do we delay saying thank you because we want to find the right moment, the right way of saying it, the right, for lack of better term, props to go with our things, and in the end, we just forget. We forget, and we don't get to say what we truly feel. The moment passes us by, and for others, it could even mean regret for them for not being able to say thank you. Greek philosopher Epicurus once said, "Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you have now was once among the things you only hoped for." And when we remember that the things that we have now were the ones that we only hoped for before, then there's so much room for us to be grateful. There's so much chances and opportunities for us to really express gratitude for it. We don't have to say thanks when we have reached our goals and objectives, but even the moments, the steps we take leading to those moments are already something to be appreciated. So give thanks. There's no better time to be grateful for everything and anything than now. Say thank you now. Express your thanks now. Okay. For our next point, another way that we can practice gratitude is to be proactive in expressing gratitude. There is a big, huge difference, between reactive gratitude and proactive gratitude. As I've mentioned earlier, a lot of people, even I included in the past, think that gratitude is simply saying thank you. That after a kindness, a compliment, or a good deed, you say thank you. And that is reactive gratitude. Reactive gratitude is simply saying thank you for a kindness, or feeling appreciative when something good happens to us. It's good. There's nothing actually wrong with it. But, it's actually what good manners imply us to do so. But on the other end, proactive gratitude is not just good, but it's also very powerful. With proactive gratitude, you choose to be grateful to someone or something proactively, even when they don't know it, intentionally. Nothing has to happen first for you to be grateful. Instead, you choose, you decide to be grateful rather than being grateful as an effort or as an effect of something else. Proactive gratitude actually begins when we make the decision to appreciate no matter what the situations or circumstances are. This in turn leads us to feeling grateful. And when we get that feeling, it eventually comes out in our actions, in our words, in how we interact. So that's it's very important. Once you make that decision, it has a ripple effect in the other things in life. And proactive, the way there are a lot of ways that we can express proactive gratitude. Sometimes it's simply, instead of comparison, we celebrate the differences. Instead of complaining, we compliment. Instead of entitlement, there is humility to be grateful. And instead of bitterness, there is appreciation. So proactive gratitude means you choose to express gratitude first without expecting anything in return. And now, for the fifth way we can do that. I like this. It says, choose abundance, not scarcity. Choose to think of abundance, not scarcity. An attitude of gratitude is heavily connected with an abundance mindset. Aesop, yes, he's the famous author of the fables. He said, gratitude is what turns what we have into enough. When we focus on abundance, we feel more grateful for what we have right now and excited to see what else more could there be. But when we have a scarcity mindset, we feel there aren't enough good things to celebrate in the moment and that there will never be enough good things to celebrate in the future. This attitude, when we think of abundance instead of scarcity, this can also affect our mental health. Gratitude and abundance are focused on the limitless opportunities available. It increases positive feelings and result to a positive outlook. And most of all, it increases our faith. On the other hand, a scarcity mindset highlights the opposite of that. It highlights fear, worry, stress, anxiety, because it looks at things that could have been rather than what it is. And when you catch yourself in the scarcity spiral, you can think about a lesson you could learn from the current situation. Is there another perspective you can take? Is there something you can shift your focus to? Asking yourself these questions can help you shift from the scarcity mindset to the abundance mindset. And when you focus on the things that you're grateful for, you naturally pull yourself out of the scarcity mindset. Gratitude is about having appreciation for the good things in your life or even the lessons you have learned along the way. And as we continue to do this, regardless of the situation, regardless of the material lack that we may perceive at the moment, the abundance mindset will follow and it will just produce change. It will produce that a greater and happier outlook for us in our lives. And last but not the least, I'd like to say that one of the most tangible ways we can practice gratitude is to keep a gratitude journal. Record everything and anything you are grateful for. Anything, absolutely anything, and absolutely everything you can think of. When things are tougher than usual and you find yourself having a difficult time to feel grateful, you can just always go back to your journal. You may be experiencing challenges in your life and you can see anything positive or anything optimistic to look forward to. And this is where the benefit of having or keeping a gratitude journal really kicks in, because you can look back at all the moments that you've captured and written down the things that you were grateful for. And when you look at these things, written down, it brings life to them. It brings truth to these things. It becomes a powerful reminder of how blessed you are, of how the Lord has really provided you, blessed you, and did not leave you all through your journey, and that things are really not as bad as it seems. Actually, in First Thessalonians 5:18, the Apostle Paul said to give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. So in the gratitude journal, just write everything. Just just give thanks, whatever your circumstances, whether you're happy, you're sad, you're in a good mood, you're in a bad mood, you're struggling, whatever. Write it down. Write it down and record and see how far you've come from where you were before. A grateful heart is the Lord's desire for each and every one of us. And we can do it by acknowledging that in the big and small matters, we write it down and we just record our thankfulness, and it brings life to it. It brings truth to that truly there are so many things to be thankful for. Of course, I even if this attitude, the 6 ways that we can do that, we can practice the attitude of gratitude. Even if we try to practice it and we try to cultivate it, which is our goal, there will still be days when it's more than it's more difficult for us to find something to be grateful for. And I would like to acknowledge that it happens. That there will be days when mastering something to be grateful for really is going to be tough for some people, especially now during the pandemic. It's hard to find the silver lining when the lockdown is endless, when the virus is everywhere, and the news and even a lot of lives are lost. It's so hard to do that. But uh, I would like to, I would like to share with you something that could be of great help during this time when you find it difficult to find something to be grateful for. This is actually a toolkit from Master Coach A Professional Services. This is what we call the gratitude prompt. Gratitude prompt. Okay. And we say prompt because this toolkit is designed to help bring out or push out that gratitude mindset, specifically for challenging situations. It's designed to help us purposely find something that we can be thankful for and to help us cultivate this habit. So when we do this, it brings feelings of happiness and hope, and we realize that we can smile amidst, in spite of the situation, we can smile and be content because every moment, every situation truly is a gift. And this toolkit is very simple. That's the good thing about it. It's actually just 3 questions designed for self-reflection. Or you can write it down. You can doodle about it. You can draw about it. Whatever way that you want to use to be able to reflect on these questions, just do it. Just do it as long as you answer it. So the first question is this. Questions, I would say. What am I grateful for in my life? What else could I be grateful for? So usually we'd say I'm grateful for food, for my house, family, for health. Like I personally, I would like to I am grateful for the rest from last night, 8 hours of sleep, exercise this morning, good food, whatever it is, write it down. You can even share yours in the comment section. There are so many things to be grateful for. And just look around you, and I'm literally looking around me, and I can see things that I am thankful for. And as you go through your list, I encourage you to go deeper than the things that are easily noticed. You see, earlier I mentioned that like food, family, these are the things that we normally write down, right? But because it's easy, because you can see it, like it's tangible. Some of them are material, like a new phone, a new car, and that it's very easy to write down, to list them down. But I want to push you further and ask you to think of things that you normally would not be conscious in expressing your appreciation for. Be intentional in looking for that, or try to see something that you don't normally notice. Like for example, you go outside and you see that uh, there are flowers blooming on the roadside. The construction project on the street that's causing traffic is already done. Those things. Find something else that you could be grateful for and write it down. Again, you will see your list grow longer, and you will again realize that yes, really, truly, this works. There's so many things that I can be grateful for. Now, the second question that you can think of is, ask yourself this: how would I benefit from a stronger sense of gratitude? Okay, and this is not to say that we are not being grateful. Okay, this is totally not that. But I would like to put emphasis on the word stronger. How would I benefit from a stronger sense of gratitude? Meaning we are already, expressing gratitude in our lives. But this is to amplify the current attitude of gratitude that we have. How else can we improve it? What other benefit can we get from a deeper sense of this? For example, if your current state allows you to, your current state of gratitude allows you to not be anxious, just look for something else that you could benefit from it. Like maybe a stronger sense of gratitude can help you improve your sleeping habits because you know that you have everything that you want and you need and you're contented, diba? Or it could also help you improve your eating habits. Think of where else this a stronger sense of gratitude can make a big impact in your lives, and you write it down, you record it, and see just how, just how these things, these seemingly small things can really bring change in other areas of your life, or see how the small things can, or even big things can already change how you feel about yourself or your outlook in life, just by writing these things. And the last question that I want you to think of is to, how can I cultivate more gratitude? Okay, as you see more things to be grateful for, and you have a renewed appreciation for its value in your life, ask yourself, what more can you do to cultivate this attitude? So now it becomes from a position um, of uh, passively writing it and appreciating the things that you have, you go into an active mode of really looking for ways and rituals or habits, if I may use those terms, to practice gratitude in your life. Perhaps there are other situations, people, or opportunities that you can proactively take part in for you to expand this mindset. Like different kinds of acts of kindness, those kind of things, whatever way that you can think of. You write it down again and you start applying it. And you see how it will impact your life. And as you continue to cultivate an attitude of gratitude, you see how much contentment, how much abundance is overflowing in your life, how much joy there is already present, that you don't really need to look elsewhere, or you don't really need anything more. It reminds you that all you have to be happy, stress free, and to live full life is already here in your life, that you have it. You already have it. Where you are at, and what you have, and what you are going through are enough for you to say thank you. Truly, it's enough for you to say thank you. And again, more than just saying thank you, gratitude really is about the heart that recognizes each and every moment and opportunity as a blessing from the Lord. As you appreciate every opportunity as a gift, then it expands in your heart, and it becomes an overflow of appreciation, and this overflow trickles to others. And when that happens, you become a blessing. Really, that's a good way of seeing how this attitude of gratitude can not just change our lives, but really impact those around us. And so, before I end, I would like to share this 30-day gratitude prompt journal from Master Coach A. It contains daily prompts and inspiration to help you incorporate the practice of gratitude in your life. So this is actually a digital journal that is available in D-Cup for an accumulated minimum purchase of 1,000 pesos worth of food and beverage, just for the month of April. So if you are interested, kindly contact the numbers indicated in the photo and in the screen, and have Coach Raj or Coach Rizal assist you. I'm actually using this. I have my own copy, and I'm using it, and it's it it's very inspiring to see that every single day you can think of more things to show appreciation for. And I hope that aside from having this having all these things that you've heard from me today, it will not just stay in our minds, but it will really go to our hearts, that it will really be reflected in our mind space and in how we act. And if you're someone who wants to understand more about your purpose and calling, you were made for more, there's something more that can help you feel that abundance and that contentment in your life, but you just can't seem to get a grasp of it. I would like to invite you to a conversation. uh, I can be easily contacted through these details. You can email me, or you can send a message my Facebook. I have also included my mobile number, and you can send me a message there. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about that and discover together what you can do to fully live out your purpose. And once again, my heartfelt thank you for taking the time to listen today. I hope to see you again next Monday at 2 p.m. here, again at the Facebook page of Life Coach Philippines. And do join us for another coaching conversation later with Coach Tin for Coaching for Relationship. That's at 4 p.m. Still at the Life Coach Philippines Facebook page. So once again, I am Coach Maan from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. And this is us from the Philippines. Love, bam, boom. Bye. Thank you.